morning, ladies and gentlemen, David here, and welcome back to another video. Today I want to discuss things. It's gonna be me sitting in front of my mic and talking. I want to speculate on what Atlus's next port is going to be, slash what other ports we could get in 2023. And I'm saying other ports because I'm looking at the recently announced Etrian Odyssey Origins collection. And for today's speculation, we're going to consider the Etrian Odyssey Origins collection because it's definitely going to have an impact on 2023 as a year for gaming in terms of Atlus releases for sure. I want to look at previous Etrian Odyssey game releases in the West first and see when we got a Etrian Odyssey project, whether it's a new project or a remake in recent years, what else released in terms of Atlus releases on that specific year. The first thing to look at is the remake of Etrian Odyssey 1, Etrian Odyssey Untold the Millennium Girl. It released on October 1st of 2013, and in that same year, Atlus also dropped Shin Megami Tensei IV on July 16th, 2013, and they also dropped in August, a month later, Dragon's Crown. 3 releases for Atlus in 2013 for the West, with Shin Megami Tensei V being a huge release, Etrian Odyssey 1 Remake being a pretty big release, and Dragon's Crown being a new title by VANILLAWARE published by Atlus. Interesting. Now we'll move on to 2015, which is another recent Etrian Odyssey release, Etrian Odyssey 2 Untold the Fafnir Night. It released on August 4th of 2015. We also got the release of Devil Survivor 2 Record Breaker, which is a remake of Devil Survivor 2, or an enhanced re-release of Devil Survivor 2 from the DS but to the 3DS. May 5th, 2015 for that one. And in September 2015, we also got on the 29th Persona 4 Dancing All Night on PlayStation Vita. So for these 2 previous years, and I'm looking at these and not like Etrian Odyssey Mystery Dungeon or Nexus, because I feel like they're different type of games. And hey, even Etrian Odyssey Origins collection is different because it's a collection of 3 DS games, but there seems to be a lot of work that went into these, so it's interesting. And again, we're just having fun, it's speculation. But what else in terms of ports, whether it's a game, an older game but getting brought back to modern platforms, or just a modern game that was not on a specific platform, could be ported in 2023 alongside the Etrian Odyssey Origins collection. Atlus and Sega have been saying for years now that they want to do multi-platform more, and that's why I think one of the first release that we could see, for other reasons as well, is Soul Hackers 2 being ported to Nintendo Switch. So when Soul Hackers 2 dropped last year in February, the game released on PlayStation 4, 5, Xbox platform, PC. It dropped everywhere but Switch. And if you go back even previously, like in 2021, I think, in a fiscal report from Sega, there was one slide that I always talk about where they talk about their pillar IPs and pillar titles going forward. And they have Persona, SMT in terms of Atlus, but they also have Soul Hackers. And at that time, we were like, huh? Pillar title? Soul Hackers? What the hell? Of course, we understood what was the point, because a few months after, we got the official reveal of Soul Hackers 2 in February, and it dropped in August. And sadly, by the end of 2022, Atlus went out of their way to say that they were disappointed with the performance, the sales performance of Soul Hackers 2. It didn't meet their sales expectations. And if you look at the Switch and how well it's selling both in Japan and everywhere else in the world, it's 120 million install base at this point. The software rate selling really well. Persona 5 Royal selling extremely well, and Shin Megami Tensei V breaking records on that platform. I think it's a given that Soul Hackers 2 will release on Switch at this point, especially if they want to keep it a pillar title in terms of an IP with Soul Hackers, and I think they want to, because again, if you go back to Etrian Odyssey Origins collection last week when they revealed it, Ringo is part of the pre-order bonuses DLC that you can get for free if you pre-order one of the games. So I think it's still in their minds. And I think when they looked at these sales numbers for Soul Hackers 2, I don't think they completely dropped the idea of having it as a pillar title. And I think the next step is to bring back Soul Hackers 2 on Nintendo. That would be cool, and I think this is likely for sure. Maybe in the later part of the year, like end of 2023, we can see that. Who knows? It's speculation after all. Now there's VANILLAWARE. We talked about VANILLAWARE just a while back on the channel 2 or 3 weeks ago, and their new game is almost ready. Their new game is almost ready to drop, but today we're talking about ports. So since their new game is almost ready to drop, is it likely to see a port this year of an older game? Let's say Muramasa, Odinsphere, something that was not ported to certain platforms. I'm not sure. It kind of seems unlikely because of that new game, but also because we just got 13 Sentinels on Switch last year, and I think the game did really well there. So the game did really well on that platform. So I definitely think VANILLAWARE ports are gonna happen at some point this year. I don't know. It feels strange, but drop a comment below and let me know what you think if you disagree with me here. Now the doors are wide open for a Persona Q collection to be released on modern platform now because we know the Etrian Odyssey is able to make these style of games work on one screen, so these could happen. But because of the similarities with Etrian Odyssey, I don't think they're gonna happen this year, so we can dismiss that as well. Other Persona stuff, Persona 1 and 2 HD ports. It was the Persona 25th last year, and we still don't know the sales numbers for P3P and P4G on modern platforms. I'm gonna dismiss those as well for 2023. But there's also SMT 30th, and I've been saying for a while now that I think Atlus is going to do something for SMT 30th anniversary Shin Megami Tensei because of the momentum of Shin Megami Tensei V, and you guys are seeing where I'm going with this. I think Shin Megami Tensei V has a strong chance of coming back in 2023, especially for a PC release. I think a PC release is going to happen at some point. What about other console ports? I mean, I don't really have any specific reasons. For some reason, it doesn't seem as likely for SMT5 to drop on PlayStation and Xbox. Again, we have no idea what exclusivity there could be with Nintendo, and I'm saying there could be because nothing was ever confirmed. It's a Persona 5 scenario. People have been saying you're not going to get Persona 5 and Persona 5 Royal on other platforms because it's Sony exclusive. We all have Persona 5 Royal on other platform now. SMT5, it's the same thing. People are saying it's a Switch exclusive, but we don't know. We don't know what the deal is. Believe me, I did a ton of research and nothing was ever explicitly said that this game cannot release on other platforms, whether it's PC or consoles. It's a feeling that I have. I think the game should release and will release on PC. For other platforms, it should release on other platforms as well because it's a great game. But is it going to? I don't know. Doesn't seem as likely. But SMT5 for sure is part of the SMT 30th, and Soul Hackers 2 are like my two top picks in terms of next ports for Atlus. And I don't think those would, to be clear, I don't think both of these will happen in 2023. But I'd put money on one of these happening for sure. Like whether we're getting Soul Hackers 2 on Switch or SMT5 on other platforms this year, I'm betting on one of these alongside the Etrian Odyssey Origins collection and a new game. And I'm not talking about a new game today, but it could be some type of new Persona 5 game. It could be something new for SMT5 Final or something. This could be your SMT5 port alongside a new game. I don't know. I'm just speculating and rambling here, and I've been rambling for long enough. Thank you all so much for the support on the channel lately, you guys. If you want to stay up to date on any type of news in terms of Atlus, SMT, Persona, you're at the right place. Make sure to subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. And if you like the video, a quick thumbs up really helps. Most importantly, please tell me what you think is going to be Atlus's next port for any platform or PC. Have a great day, y'all. We'll see you in the next one.